Today I'm doing my very first what I eat in a day plus a gym vlog style video. After I posted my weight loss kind of transformation video, I had so many requests to do a what I eat in a day type of video, so here we are. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to food. I don't like to cook at every single meal, so a lot of the things I pick are just convenient and easy for me to eat. But these are the types of foods and meals I would have that helped me lose 42 pounds over the last year and a half now. If you don't like what I'm eating, that's okay, because I'm the one that's eating it and I like eating it. Okay, cool. Good morning. I am getting ready for the gym. So the very first thing I eat in the morning is my Oats Overnight that I made last night. I put in my creatine, 6 ounces of milk, and then I did a blueberry cobbler flavor. Cheers. So I'll eat about half of this before the gym and then finishing my coffee this morning too. I don't really wake up super hungry, but I definitely want to have something in my system before I go to the gym and do a hard workout. I really haven't been tracking my food these last couple months. I've kind of just been maintaining really. I'm not really trying to lose weight or really gain weight. I'm just kind of trying to chill where I'm at, and it's going pretty well. But for the sake of this video, I think I will track and just kind of tell you guys what the calories and macros are throughout the day. So my Oats Overnight is 319 calories, 5 grams of fat, 40 grams of carbs, and 29 grams of protein, which is a fantastic way to start the day. And I've talked about these Oats Overnight before, but like they're just so freaking convenient and just so easy to eat. And then here is my gym outfit for today. I'm very excited because today is push day, which is my favorite workout of the week. So because I'm working chest, shoulders, and triceps, I like to wear a sports bra. This is the bandeau bra from Gymshark, one of my favorite sports bras. This one and the ruched bra are my favorite from them. I believe this is a size extra large. And then I just got these new sweatpants from Nike the other day. I went to the Nike employee store in Beaverton. These are the most beautiful lavender color ever. I think it's so freaking cute. These are a size large, and then I'm just wearing a pair of black shorts underneath, but I will be keeping my sweatpants on the entire time. So this is just for like a little bit of coverage, you know? And then I like to go to my little fragrance shelf here and pick out which body spray I want to use today. I've been trying to finish up this Sol de Janeiro Cherry Rosa 40 spray. Like, it is literally almost gone, so I'm gonna wear this one today. All over. I'm just gonna throw on a t-shirt to wear when I get to the gym, but I will take off my shirt eventually because I like to see my muscles when I work out. Sue me. But I'll cover up on the drive-in. Okay, I just made it to the gym for push day. Like I said, this is my favorite workout of the week. I just feel like so strong doing push because I've really been working on my push-ups and my bench press, and like it's just so fun for me to train upper body. Like, it really is my favorite. And I'm also just in a good mood today because I'm on cycle day 4. I'm in my follicular phase. I just put on a fresh self-tan last night, so I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here. Hopefully it's a good workout, so let's do it. So I do this little warm-up before every single workout. So right when I get to the gym, I grab a mat, find a spot on the floor, and I do this kind of dynamic warm-up just to really warm up my body because this is literally the first movement that I'm doing of the day. So I like to get my spine warmed up, my shoulders. I like to spend a lot of time in downward dog just because I'm kind of working on that upper body strength. And then once I feel good and warmed up, I'm gonna go into my first lift, which is push-ups today. I have been working really hard on my push-ups. I used to be able to do 0 push-ups, and now I can currently do 4 in a row, and that's like my max. This is the progression that I've been doing. So I always start with some knee push-ups, again, just to kind of warm myself up and get used to that pushing position before I use all of my body weight. And after that, I like to test and see how many real push-ups I can do that day. Today, I only did 1.5, and I was kind of disappointed by that. Maybe I was extra tired, I don't know, but that's okay. And then I like to finish off my little push-up segment with eccentric push-ups. So that is starting at the very top of the push-up and then slowly lowering yourself down really slowly until your chest gets to the ground. So I do about 6 to 8 reps of those until I'm like literally flopping to the ground and can't hold myself up at the bottom anymore. Then I'm moving on to my favorite lift in the world, which is barbell bench press. I just love bench press. I'm such a gym bro, I know. So I like to warm up with a lighter weight, again, just to get my body used to the movement. And then I up the weight to 95 pounds just to kind of see how that feels for the day because I do want to go a little bit heavier. I do bench press twice a week, and this is considered like my heavier bench press day. So 95 felt good, so I upped my weight to 105. And I was able to do 3 sets of 4 with this, and I was pretty happy with that. I probably could have pushed a little bit harder, but I definitely would have needed a spotter. And then I moved on to a seated dumbbell shoulder press. I like to start with a weight that feels heavier for me, where I can really only do about 6 reps or so. And then I'll drop to the next lowest set of dumbbells and do as many reps as possible again. And then I'll drop the weight one more time, and again for that last set I'm doing as many reps as possible. I just like doing this pyramid style sometimes, just to kind of switch things up instead of doing like a strict 3 sets of 8 to 10 or something. And then I did my dumbbell lateral raises, and for this I aim for about 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, and those last reps are pretty partial reps, but that's okay with me. And then I like to finish those off by grabbing some lighter dumbbells and doing like a 3-second hold at the top and then a 3-second eccentric until my shoulders are falling off. So I did chest, I did shoulders, and now I'm moving on to triceps for my push day. I like to do a tricep cable push down with the bar, and then I'll also do some single arm as well. My left arm is weaker than my right arm, so I always start on my left side if I'm doing any kind of single arm movement. And then I have 2 more lifts left. I'm just doing a rear delt fly on the machine here. I do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps on this. I've also been sprinkling in a tiny bit of biceps on my push day because I'm really trying to build my biceps as well. So I just did the preacher curl machine, and I like filming at this angle because look at my shoulder muscle. That looks great.
Hello, you need a Socko? Just for you. Hello, how are you? You look very cute. It's really good to have a Socko.
Okay, I am back from the gym now, had a fantastic workout, and I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna finish my oats while I do a little lap with Rue, and then after this, her and I will go to the park for a bit.
Hello. We're gonna go to the park. We're gonna go. I promise. I promise. Thank you.
Putting on some sunscreen before we head to the park. I've been trying the new Lancome UV Expert SPF 50. I've been trying so hard to be better at wearing sunscreen when I go out. Is it 2 fingers or 3 fingers? I'm doing 2 fingers, and this already feels like a lot to me. Like I'm easing my way into wearing sunscreen. This one is really lightweight. Like it feels like I'm just rubbing a lightweight moisturizer into my face. And I think that they claim that this has no white cast and that's like universal for all skin tones, but I can only speak for myself. But this looks good, sinks into the skin nicely, doesn't feel like too thick or heavy or anything. All right, to the park go.
Good girl.
Okay, we just got back from the park. It's around noon right now and I am hungry and ready for lunch, so I'm gonna heat up a Factor meal. This is not sponsored whatsoever. I have been a paying customer of Factor for the last 5 weeks now, I believe. And I believe I mentioned Factor in my weight loss video, and I think at that point I only tried 1 meal, and now I've been doing it for a couple weeks now, so I feel like I'm ready to finally give you my unsponsored, genuine review of this product. So I'm gonna heat up the Chipotle Queso chicken and pepper pasta. Let me kind of tell you what I've been doing with these meals. So I've been getting 8 meals a week, but I've been doing it every other week. So I will be like physically skipping weeks inside the Factor website. And when I first signed up, I had like this big discount at first. So I think my first box was like 50% off, and then the next 4 to 5 boxes after that I think are like 20 to 30% off. So I've been doing the 8 meals every other week because I'm not eating these meals every single day. I probably eat them like 3 to 4 times a week just when it's really convenient for me. I'm kind of on a busier schedule today. So honestly, that's kind of the main thing that I love about these meals is just simply the convenience of it. When I get my boxes, I actually stick all the meals in the freezer, even though I think they say like you're not supposed to freeze the meals, but like it's a cooked meal, you can freeze it. And so I stick them all in the freezer, and then the night before I think I'm gonna eat one the next day, I just pull it out, stick it in the fridge, and then by lunchtime today, it is hot and ready to go. So this is what it looks like. It doesn't look as aesthetically beautiful and pleasing as they make it look in the ads. So this is just to show you. One thing I wanted to point out too is that these film things are really hard to open, and a lot of the instructions, you know, like you stab it, then heat it up, and then peel off the film, maybe stir it and stick it back in the microwave. And once this thing is hot, I find that the film is so freaking hard to peel off and your plate's like burning at the same time. So what I do is like I peel a little bit off while it's not hot, kind of like get it loosened and ready. And the instructions are on the back. Pierce film in the bento one time with the fork. Stab. Oh, that was a big stab. 3 minutes. So that's kind of the biggest thing for me, is just the convenience of it, how easy it is to pull out a meal that I didn't have to cook, stick it in the microwave. And I would say that every single meal I've eaten so far, I have enjoyed and like ate and finished the entire thing. And I am someone who is normally a bit of a picky eater. I have issues with textures, but I have not disliked a meal yet. Calorie and macro wise, I do try to choose more higher protein meals, you know, that has more chicken or beef in it. But I will say that most of the meals have a pretty high fat content. So if you're someone that's trying to like actively lose weight, it might be a little tricky to fit these meals into your diet. So for example, this one I'm about to eat. So this meal is 540 calories, 30 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, and 36 grams of protein. So love the carbs, love the protein, but the 30 grams of fat is a little bit higher than I would like for a meal. Like if I'm cooking a lunch, usually I aim for maybe like 15 to 20 grams of fat for my meal. But like I kind of said in the beginning, I'm not really tracking my food right now. I'm not trying to lose weight anymore. I'm really just trying to eat more mindfully and still eat more higher protein in my diet and just kind of maintain myself where I'm at. What I also like about this too is just the variety of meals you can choose from. Like when I am picking the meals every other week, like there are a lot of choices to pick from. So it kind of takes me a little bit to kind of go through everything and like remember the ones that I've tried or see if there's a new one I want to try. But I really do like the variety of meals, and you're not going to get sick of it really. So all in all, I really have been enjoying the Factor meals. I think it's something I will continue to do for a while, especially if you can get the discount on the boxes. I think that's a great like incentive to sign up and just try it out. Would you save more money by making these meals at home? Yes, but I've said this before, I'm kind of lazy. I'm lazy when it comes to food. Here's what it looks like out of the microwave. Again, not like super appetizing looking, right? But I'm gonna stir this up a bit. Give me a second. And then to make things more enjoyable for yourself, you want to put it in your own dish. So here's, can you stop breathing so hard? Excuse you, this is very rude. You're very cute. See, this looks slightly better, right? We have a zucchini. This is boneless chicken breast in here. Apparently it's a cauliflower pasta, which will be interesting. I'm normally not a fan of that, but we'll see how it tastes. And then I always like to have my mini Coke with my lunch. Okay, that was actually a really good, ate the whole thing. And I would not have known that that was cauliflower pasta if I didn't read the ingredients on that. Delicious. I'm full now, ready to go throughout the rest of my day. I'm gonna add it to my Luza app though, so I'm gonna add it for my lunch here. And then at the bottom, you can do add calories. So I'm gonna click on that, and then I can enter the calories and the 3 macros for this meal. Not too bad so far. Now I'm gonna shower, get ready for my day, do some work and filming, and then I have to go to the dentist today. So I'll check back in later when I eat again. Okay, I just did my makeup, and I know that someone's gonna wanna know my lip combo today. It's the new Huda Beauty lip products, and I've really been liking these, surprisingly. I'm wearing the lip contour stain in the shade Soft Nude, and then the faux filter oil in the shade Juicy Peach. These are so freaking comfortable. Loving both of these products. I have to leave in about 30 minutes to go to the dentist, so I'm gonna grab a protein shake, my Fairlife ones, and same kind of thing with my oats. I'm gonna walk through and drink my protein shake. So I really just drink these to get my extra protein in for the day, because protein is important for me to maintain and build my muscle. And this is 150 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 30 grams of protein. And it tastes like chocolate milk. And then I'm just gonna eat this like handful of blueberries here, just for some more carbs, fiber, micronutrients, and they're delicious. And then I'll just kind of chill outside with Rue and eat my blueberries before I go. So I don't really track a lot of the fruit and vegetables that I eat, especially like blueberries, because I think a cup of blueberries is like 80 calories. And I'm just not gonna stress about the calories of fruits and vegetables, because it's better for me to eat them than to not eat them, you know what I mean? The only ones I will track is like apple, bananas, but like berries I don't track. I don't track any of the vegetables that I eat, and that's just what works for me, because like I said, I'm just really focused on hitting my protein, keeping my fat a little bit lower, and then maintaining my calories. I survived the dentist, and I just want to say that that lip liner lasted through a whole dental exam. Not bad. I forgot to mention this too, but I do drink at least 1.5 to 2 hydro drugs a day for my water, so this is pretty much empty, so I'm gonna fill it up. It's about 5:30 right now, so I'm ready to make some dinner, and I'm gonna make one of my favorite HelloFresh meals. It's a Korean beef bowl. The gist of it is rice, beef, carrots, zucchini, green onion, and then some little sauces, and it's so good, so that's what I'm making. And I'll do my best to link the recipe down below. I am gonna weigh out this meal since I'm tracking. So I have some rice that I cooked earlier this week in my Instapot. I'm gonna do 100 grams. Yes, I'm using my hands. I'm the only one eating this. 99, close enough. And you might be like, well, how do I track this whole entire thing of food? Let me show you. And it's not gonna be perfectly exact, and that's totally fine. Just do your best. So I'm gonna grab my food scale. Now I have 4 containers that are the same exact size, same brand and everything. So these are all gonna weigh about the same, maybe a tiny bit off, right? And I'm doing 4 because I know I put 16 ounces of beef in here and a serving of beef is 4 ounces. Therefore you do the math, that's 4 servings in this thing. So I'm just gonna use grams and do my best to weigh out 4 portions and try to make them as close as possible. Okay, so we're on 0, put that on. Okay, it's about 21 grams. I'm just gonna eyeball this at first. 184. So I'm gonna try to get the next one to 184. 21 grams, cool. 182, close enough. I actually think that might be too much in these. So I'll have to kind of take some out of these two. Let's go for 157. Okay, so that's 132. Let me just take a smidgen out of here. Take a little bit out of here. 166. 162. 156. 166. Not bad. That's totally fine with me. I just wanted to share that trick because you don't have to be 100% accurate with your tracking. Like literally just do your best, track what you can. And yeah, is the calories of each of these 4 meals gonna be slightly different? Maybe. But if I'm looking at like my entire weeks of calories, I know that I ate this entire meal that I made. I know I ate all 16 ounces of beef and all that, you know? And again, I'm not tracking the vegetables. I'm not tracking the carrots or zucchini in that. I do wanna show you how I track the sauce too, because just, I don't know, I'm trying to show you guys my tips and tricks, right? Not sponsored, but another thing I like about the Luza app is that you can like make your own foods and recipes in here. So if I go to my add dinner, scroll down, create a recipe, search for ingredients, and so let me show you what I did. I made a beef bowl sauce recipe. So clearly I just made 4 servings, right? So I tracked everything that I poured into that bowl. I had the tablespoon of sesame oil, the tablespoon of sugar, and then total I used about 4.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. So I put all of that into this recipe. There was also sriracha, but that's 0 calories. So I put all of that in here, and if I ate that entire bowl of sauce, that's 235 calories, but I didn't eat that sauce. I divided it into 4 portions, right? So I made that just 1 serving, and then when I'm actually tracking the food item, my beef bowl sauce, I track it as 1/4 of a serving because that's what I'm eating, 1/4 of that sauce. So breaking down that sauce, it's about 60 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 5.1 carb, and 1.1 protein. I have my rice that I heated up, gonna put one of my servings into here, sprinkled in some green onion. I added some sesame seeds for funsies, and look at how good that looks. So this whole meal is about 13 grams of fat, 33 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of protein. That was so good. And now by cooking this whole meal, I have 3 more meals to eat later this week, and I'm actually like excited to eat these. I posted a little Nike haul short because a lot of you guys wanted to see what I got at the Nike employee store in Beaverton the other week, and I had to order the metcons in store, but they just came and I want to show you these. One thing about me is that I love an all-white shoe. Like I'm always wearing an all-white tennis shoe like the Air Force or something like this. That is so beautiful. But this is one of my favorite types of shoes to wear for lifting because it is nice and flat. You want flat shoes when you're lifting weights because you want to be like nice and sturdy on the ground. So you don't want to be wearing anything that's like a runner shoe that's going to be flexible and have you like moving all over the place. Excited to wear these on my next gym day. So it's currently at 7:30 at night. I like to be in bed at 9, so I usually don't really eat anything past like 8:30 or so, but I am a little hungry, and looking at my macros and my calories, I definitely have room to eat something else and probably should eat something else. Again, I'm focused mostly on my fat and protein macros, so my fat's only at 51 today, my carbs are at 133, my protein is at 122, and I like to be at least 130 protein. So I'm just gonna have a Chobani Greek yogurt. This is 0 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of protein. I'm probably gonna wrap up the video here, but I will also eat a bag of goldfish tonight. This is like my go-to, just little bedtime snack. Rue likes to enjoy it with me. I have a bag like literally every single night, and I did this while I was losing weight, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this into my snacks as well. Looking at my macros from today, I finished at about 55 fat, super happy with that, 171 carb, and 137 protein. I'm over 130, so I'm happy with that too. Total calories is about 1,700, but remember I didn't track my fruit or vegetables today, or even like the oil I cooked with, so that number is definitely a little bit higher. But again, I'm just not really trying to be super exact right now with my tracking and everything. I just don't need to be right now. If I was doing like a bikini competition or something, that would be totally different. But like for the average person, just do your best. Track what you can. You don't have to track every single gram of macro. I also don't track my coffee creamer in the morning. I'm not gonna track that. I don't care. I'm gonna eat it either way. See Boba back there? Mommy pies. But that's gonna wrap up my gym vlog slash what I eat in a day. Please let me know if you guys like this style of video. This is very different for me, but like fitness is just a huge part of my life, so I do kind of want to start to share that a bit more with you guys. I'll see you in the next one.